A reading slump, a period where a reader experiences a significant loss of motivation or interest in reading, making it difficult to pick up a book and enjoy it. And don't I know the feeling? So, I've been in a reading slump since January after I finished Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros. Not necessarily because it was the most amazing book that I've ever read. I don't know what it was about the book, but it put me in a deep book slump, and I have yet to be able to pull myself out of it. I have read books, I have finished books, but I am missing that feeling of truly loving a book and the feeling of why I read. I need that spark back. So, in today's video, we are going to try to get myself out of a book slump. So far this year, I have only read one 5-star book, which was Unravel Me by Becca Mack. And since then, I have not found that one book that has truly made me feel that love for reading again. So let's go start reading. So first step to getting over our reading slump is reading something we already know we like. So perfect timing that Rewind It Back by Liz Tomford just came out, and I am so excited for this book. This is the last book in the Windy City series. If you don't know what the Windy City series is, it is a sports romance series that takes place in Chicago. Throughout all these books, you have a wonderful found family that is formed, and throughout all of the books, you are waiting to see Rio's story and how this whole entire series wraps up, and I'm so excited. With all that being said, I am about, I want to say 30% of the way through Rewind It Back, and I am having such a great time. I love being in this world. I love the found family that has been built within these characters and this story. So this book follows Rio and Hallie, and they were neighbors growing up, and they had a relationship. They were best friends, but something happened and they haven't seen each other for 6 years, and now they have both found themselves in Chicago, and she is an interior designer who just renovated the house next door to Rio, and he goes and hires her without knowing that it's her. She really needs this job renovating his house in order to further her career and get a full-time job. So he grudgingly agrees, and so now they are going to have to work together for 6 months to renovate his house. But it's also starting to jog up some past feelings, and I can't wait to see where this goes. But anyway, I'm loving the dynamic between the two of them. Second chance romance always gets me. I love a second chance romance. They are some of my favorites, especially because that means these characters have a past, and that past gets brought up. You can really see it in the way that they interact now, and seeing how much they remember of each other from being younger, and it's just a very nostalgic feeling all around. And I'm a very nostalgic person, so it's giving me all those feels, and I'm having a grand old time. So far, so good. Day 1 of getting out of a reading slump is going well. I'm gonna keep reading for the rest of the night and see what else could we get into, but I love it. I love it. We're on a good path right now. We're on a good path. I'm literally gonna start crying. This is so cute. Oh my god. This is not a drill. I'm gonna cry. Oh my god. I'm not okay. Alrighty friends, so it has in fact been a couple of days. I ended up using another tactic to get out of a reading slump, aka change of scenery. So for the weekend, me and my friends went upstate to a cabin and it was very nice. I did end up finishing Rewind It Back while I was there. So let's talk about it. I absolutely loved this book. It was the perfect way to end this series. I adore this series so much. It will stand within my 5-star series. I loved it. All of the books except for Mile High were all almost 5-star or 5-star. The Found Family, fantastic. Absolutely loved it. Also loved the relationship between Hallie and Rio. It was very interesting because in all the other books you see the relationships form and you see them fall in love with each other, but with Rio and Hallie, since they already have loved each other, and not even they have loved each other, they've loved each other the entire time that they've been separated. It has only been them for each other, which is so amazing. I loved that, because in other books you always will get like the it's always gonna be you, whatever. This book, it's always been you and it's only ever been you. That's it. That's the one. That's the one. Rio, oh my god. Like, it was definitely worth the wait. It's not my favorite book within the series, but I feel like it was just a perfect way to end it. The ending of this book absolutely emotionally wrecked me. Seeing all 10 of these characters together and just like coming full circle back to Rio, saying how much this found family means to him and all these people that he has now grown to love so much and like become like the most important people in his life. I can go on and on about found family because it is my favorite trope within series and generally, but if you give me a series and the found family is not hitting, throw it out. I need good found family, and this book, this series, has fantastic found family. Also, seeing the reason why they split up 6 years ago, ouch, that hurt, and it's also so valid. I think that's another big thing. Nothing in this book made me angry. There wasn't a crazy third act breakup or third act conflict. Their relationship was so healthy, and the reasons and their motivations for how they went about every single thing in this book and within their relationship was just so perfect. Like, it was so well done. There is nothing about this book I would change. If you're a person that's super nostalgic, little memories and little things, you keep memories, all things like that, you would love this book. These two characters are just so nostalgic, especially within their relationship and just their memories since they've known each other for so long, which also adds so much to their relationship because you can see how well these two know each other and you can see how embedded in each other they are from how long they've known each other. Oh my god. It makes my heart literally crumble. It made me so happy. With all that being said, I did end up giving this book a 4.5 star. So good. That was a very good book for me to have in this video because I can feel myself wanting to pick up another book, and the book that I'm thinking I'm going to pick up because it's actually calling my name and I haven't felt that way about a book in a long time is Saving Six by Chloe Walsh. Taming, is it Taming? What is it called? Releasing 10, not the next book, but the most current book in the series just released, and I'm seeing so many people so excited about it that I need to get back into the Boys of Tommen series so that I eventually get to that book. So, I'm thinking we're gonna start saving 6. I read Binding and Keeping 13 last year and absolutely loved those books. I gave them both 5 stars, I think. I know I gave Binding 13 5 stars. And so I'm very excited to get back into the series. And I hear a lot of great things about Saving and Redeeming 6. So, duh, let's do it. And if I feel excited and pulled towards reading this book, I need to do it. I need to get out of this book slump ASAP. I've been in this slump for so long. So I'm going to start Saving 6. I'm going to download it on my Kindle because these books are so cute and I love the paperback and they're so floppy. Like, they're good to read. But why is the writing so little? It's so teeny tiny that I don't think I want to read it in here. I think we're on a good path, guys. I think things are going well. I hope this book will be a 5-star. And I feel like it will because I loved the other books so much. Okay, so I've literally only read the prologue and I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. Their relationship is so cute already and I literally just read their first encounter. But why is it so cute? She's so forward already. Well, they're both already so forward with each other. What was like the first thing? Oh, she goes, so he's showing up to the school for the first time and his brother is walking him through and he sees her sitting up on a wall and this other guy is trying to talk to her and she seems so uninterested. And so she finally comes up to him and she goes, "You saw me back there." And he goes, "I did." And she goes, "You kept walking." He says, "I did." And she goes, "Don't do that again." She asks for his name and he goes, "Does it matter? We both know that you'll be calling me baby by the end of the day." Like, this is a 13-year-old. They're 13. They're literal children. But that's so cute. But you can be that forward at that age and, like, not really care. And then he says that they're, like, flirting back and forth. And then he goes, "Is that your way of telling me you don't have a boyfriend?" And she goes, "No, it's my way of telling you that I will have a boyfriend once you ask me." And he goes, "Jesus, you're not backwards about anything, are you?" And she goes, "Where's the fun in that?" And then takes off her backpack and hands it out to him and is like, "Here." And marks him with her backpack to keep the other girls away. Good night. Literally good night. I'm like 4 pages into this book. This is gonna be interesting. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Hi friends, I am back and I am about 50% of the way through Saving 6. And as I predicted, I'm loving this book, absolutely. The relationship between Joey and Aoife, immaculate from the very, very beginning. As soon as I started this book, I loved them. I knew I was already gonna love them because of seeing them in Binding and Keeping 13. Their relationship was so strong. So in this book, you were seeing how their relationship formed, because in Binding and Keeping 13, you just know that Aoife is around and that she is Joey's girlfriend. But in this, you see their first encounter and all of their encounters that lead up to their relationship, I guess. But seeing into Joey's head for the first time after seeing everything that he goes through in Binding and Keeping 13, I love, because everybody knows that he's struggling. He's taking care of all of his siblings. He's dealing with his mother and his father and the trauma, abuse, and everything that comes with that, while also just trying to keep his head and trying to survive through this. And seeing how Aoife places herself into his life to try to be the one person that cares about him. I can't do it. I love it. But yet again, this book, the Lynches, their stories, their family life is just so sad and heartbreaking to read about. The things that these children have had to endure is just absolutely insane to me. But yeah, I'm having a great time. Their relationship is so good. I love things that are messy, traumatic, toxic. I love all of those things. Mind you, it's really sad in this book, but I think that was a way to go to try to get me out of this reading slump, because this is doing great things for me. This is doing really good things for me. I don't know if I'm gonna read Redeeming 6 after this. I probably should. Never mind, scrap that. We're gonna read Redeeming 6 after this. I don't know who I thought I was for a second. Back to reading. I plan to hopefully finish this book today. He's such a good guy. He has such a fucked up life, but he's such a good guy. Oh my god. I don't think I can take this. Shut up. Literally, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Why am I about to cry right now? Literally nothing sad is happening. I'm just so single. Guys, can I just say, I love Aoife so much. Like, her energy, she is a ride or die, especially for Joey. And I love it. I love it so much. Because in my head, that's me. She's me. Anything happens, she's there, she's on it, she's got Joey's back. I felt that. She's ready to throw hands for him, as she should. I can't say what's happening that made me feel that way, because that would be a spoiler, but I'm obsessed with her. Stop. I'm so triggered by this whole book. They're perfect. They're so perfect for each other that my feelings are hurt. They are so perfect. Oh. Okay. Get it together. They are so perfect for each other. I literally cannot stand it. It hurts. It hurts me that they're so perfect for each other. I am obsessed with Aoife. She is such a fiery and stubborn, outspoken, just like powerhouse of a woman. She is phenomenal. She is truly a ride or die, especially for Joey. Oh my god. Especially since his life is so sad and traumatic and sad. Like, for her to now jump into his life and kind of help him through what he's dealing with, no matter how absolutely awful it is, because oh my god. I was like thinking this whole thing, and up until like now is before Shannon even goes to Tommen in Binding 13. So actually I'm so excited for Redeeming 6. It's gonna be so good. And you know what that means? I'm excited to read a book. You know what that means? Good step to getting out of a reading slump. I like it. I'm 88% of the way through.
I hope to finish this book today. I know I said that the last time I talked to you guys, but I've been a little busy. I have an hour and 30 minutes left of the book. I will definitely be finishing this today. I'm so excited and I'm so scared, but I'm having a great time. This is so good. Give me all the trauma. Give me everything. Why am I so stuffy all of a sudden? I don't like that. Anyway, I'm wondering when I'm gonna cry, because I know I'm gonna cry. I cried multiple times during Binding and Keeping 13, so this has got to make me cry at some point, because it's like the same, but different, but the same. Anyway, I'll actually catch up with you when I finish the book. No, because he just said, Eva Malloy had a heart of gold and was hell-bent on handing it over to a piece of shit like me. She was my momentary escape from all the fucking dark. She was the only bit of brightness I had in my life, and it scared me to think of how little else I had going for me. Without her, I had nothing. Good night. Good night. Without her, I was nothing. Good night.
Alrighty friends, so last night I did end up finishing Saving 6 by Chloe Walsh, and let me just say, I love Aoife and Joey so much. Their relationship was amazing. I loved this book. I ended up giving it a 4.5 star. Definitely was the way to go to help me get out of this book slump, because I was very excited to pick up and start Redeeming 6. So that is the next book we are reading for this video. I'm actually so excited. I just started it. I'm about 5% of the way through, and already the vibes are high. I'm into it already. I instantly was sucked in, especially now, because one of my favorite things about Binding and Keeping 13 was the found family that you start to see build, because you start to see Johnny and his friend group and all the boys that play for the Tommen rugby team, and then Shannon's friends as well. And so starting Redeeming 6, you see Joey start to interact with these people, and so I'm excited to see them more in this book, because you only got like little hints and glimpses of them in Saving 6, because even Shannon doesn't even know them at that point. But now this is right before she starts Tommen, so she's going to meet these people, and so you're seeing Joey's first impression of these people before he eventually meets them as people in Shannon's life, which I'm very excited about, because I do know that one thing about Boys of Tommen that people love so much is the found family, and that's what I need to keep me going, and these books definitely have that. And so I'm super excited to see all the characters, especially because I do know that the next book is Gibbsy's book, which I'm so excited. I've been excited to read Taming 7 since I read Binding and Keeping 13, so I'm very excited. I'm going to continue reading. It's a rainy day today, so it's giving good reading vibes. So let's do it and see how much we can get done today. And then I have all day tomorrow as well to read, so we're doing so good. Anyway, I will come back with some updates for you guys. Ah! Oh my god. Okay. Dude. Okay, so the two of them, they're having a little power struggle right now, and she looks at him and she says, "You can't tell me what to do, Joe. You don't own me." He says, "Well, that's bad fucking luck on my account, because you sure as shit own me." What? Then she goes, "Why would you say that to me?" And he goes, "Because it's the truth." And she says, "Since when?" He goes, "Since I was 12. I'm so unwell. So that's how my reading is going. I'm 8% of the way through. My heart is in a million pieces right now for this boy. Oh my god. If you've read Finding and Keeping 13, you know what happens at the end and how traumatic and unbelievably gut-wrenching part of that book is. Now we're seeing it again from Joey's point of view, and I feel like my heart is getting ripped out and trampled on all over again. Reading things in his point of view is really about to make me cry for an hour. So, and I love that throughout all of this, it's not even that, like, all the things that he is doing, he feels like they are going to make Aoife's life better. It's going to give a better life for his family. Just generally, him getting away is going to be better for everyone. But then seeing it on the other side, seeing how it's flipped, and seeing how much Joey actually means to all these people, and seeing them all break down thinking about him not being around and just how much they actually need him, and him just not being able to see that. My heart hurts. But anyway, I am 77% of the way through this book. I plan to finish it today. I'm so sad. My heart hurts. Alrighty friends, so I did in fact end up finishing Redeeming 6, and I did also end up picking up a physical copy of the book. I've said it once, I'll say it again, I love Joey and Aoife together so much. Their relationship was so perfect, their chemistry from the very beginning was immaculate. They are so cute and were absolutely, without a doubt, made for each other. Also, seeing the growth and the strength of these characters throughout these two books was so heartwarming and beautiful to see. You know a lot of what Joey goes through because of what you see in Finding and Keeping 13. Getting some of those gaps filled, no matter how sad and traumatic they were, was great. Also, in this book, you start to see so many more of the characters that are within this series and how they affected Aoife and Joey's story, which you obviously don't get to see in Finding and Keeping 13 because Shannon and Johnny aren't present for these interactions that they're having with these other characters, but they have had such a big impact on these characters as well. So I'm excited to see these events take place in the other books in this series. I can't wait to read Taming 7 to see Gibbsy and Claire and their story, as well as releasing 10 and see, I think it's Huey and Lizzie, and see their story, because all of them are in this book and play a role in this book. So I'm excited to see their point of views of this stuff. With that being said, I did end up giving this book a 4.75 star. I loved this book. Wasn't a 5-star, but definitely up there. I really enjoyed it. With that being said, that is the end of today's video. I'll say I'm not fully 100% out of my reading slump, but this was definitely an amazing start to getting out of it. I enjoyed these books so much, and I have continued to have the feeling of picking up another book and reading it. We're still on our search for a 5-star book though, So we will see. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you had a good time hanging out with me, hit that subscribe button down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, friends.